Hello, everyone. George Bilecki joined alongside Zach Cox, as always, as the Patriots prepare for Week 3 of the season, hosting New Orleans Saints. Now, the field behind us right now is ready for an event, but come Sunday, it'll be the first time these two teams face each other since 2017. Then it was Drew Brees against Tom Brady. Now Jameis Winston against Mac Jones. Now, Zach, back in 2017, the Pats also faced Winston with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time. Does that familiarity lend any advantage to this defense, even though it's 4 years in the past?
A little bit, I guess. I mean, the fact that they have played against Jameis Winston before does give these players a little bit of a knowledge base. But as you kind of alluded to, this is a very different Saints team than the one the Patriots played back in 2017. Really, the only common thread is Sean Payton. Sean Payton still is the Saints head coach. Bill Belichick this morning called him one of the best coaches in the NFL, especially from an offensive aspect. So you know they're going to be preparing for a Sean Payton offense, but a Sean Payton offense with Jameis Winston looks a little bit different than a Sean Payton offense with Drew Brees. So definitely going to have to be on their film this week as they prepare for this game.
Now, of course, this Sunday, too, for the Saints, will have Alvin Kamara, possibly, I think, the most talented offensive player the Pats have faced so far this season. What does that matchup present, if any shortcomings, any challenges for this Patriots defense?
Well, it's going to be huge. As you mentioned, Alvin Kamara is one of the best running backs in the NFL, and the Patriots have really struggled to defend the run so far this season. I think that's probably been the biggest weak point of their defense through 2 games, and they have not faced a back anywhere close to the caliber that Kamara is. I think you're going to see the Patriots really devoting a lot of resources to stopping Alvin Kamara. It's going to be one of those games where it's, all right, this guy is not going to beat us. If somebody beats us, it's going to have to be Marquez Callaway or somebody else, some of the maybe the less experienced wide receivers or tight ends. This is going to be the #1 priority for the Patriots in this game, stopping Alvin Kamara. But that's difficult because he can do so many good things.
Now, a huge addition back to the defense. Speaking of those resources, Kyle Van Noy back at practice today. He was out with the throat injury, did not play this past Sunday. How important is that for Van Noy to be back on the Pats D?
I think it definitely helps. I think the Patriots were able to put forth a pretty solid effort against the Jets this past week without Kyle Van Noy. Held them to only 6 points. But as I mentioned, there was some of the struggles with the run defense. You saw a couple of plays where their edge rushers were kind of cleaned out and even pancaked at times. I think having Van Noy, with his versatility and his ability to play on that edge, it definitely helps. It just adds a little bit more depth to this group. And then with Trent Brown, we'll see if he's able to come back this week. He was able to practice last Friday, obviously did not play against the Jets on Sunday. Has only played 7 snaps this season. I think that's the bigger issue for the Patriots so far. If they don't have Trent Brown in there at that right tackle spot, his replacements have looked really shaky. So they're really going to have to hope that they'll get him back for this game on Sunday.
Trent Brown, of course, like you said, only 7 snaps. From what we saw, the portion open to the media today, both Van Noy and Trent Brown a full go at practice so far. Brown returning from that calf injury. Now, the Saints defense also just 4 sacks so far on the year. So how important is it to get Trent Brown back? To you, is it more important for the reps or just for what they've had as a rotating door at right tackle so far?
I think you just want to see what this full starting offensive line can do, because we talked all summer, this offensive line, when it's fully healthy, it has the potential to be one of the best in the NFL this season, and that just has not been the case through 2 games. Mac Jones has faced way too much pressure through his first 2 starts. Hasn't all been on the right tackle. I think left tackle Isaiah Wynn really hasn't started this season particularly well. He's been a big disappointment so far, but I think if you get that full starting 5 back in there, I think that's going to be the ideal situation, especially when you have a rookie quarterback in there that you're really trying to keep upright.
All right, thank you as always, Zach. We're hiding under the bridge here at Gillette Stadium. Zach Cox is always a smarter guy than I, has a raincoat with him. I do not, but come Sunday, skies should be clear. It'll be a great matchup between the Saints and the Patriots. For now, for Zach Cox and George Bilecki, that's all.